Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Midgard Golf. We're out here today, still in Keystone, Colorado, playing at the Keystone Resort, the river course today. So, I hear tell, and it's so, it's pretty evident right off the bat here, that there is a lot of undulation, a lot of elevation change on this course, and starting right off the back with this big old elevated tee box. Yeah, it's showing that right away, so should be a pretty fun day. So I'm actually not going to be teeing off from here. I'm going to be teeing off from right over there at the whites. I was going to play the blues out here today. The blues are playing around 6,500 yards. The course as a whole from the tips, which is just behind the blues where I'm at now, plays all the way out to 6,886. But I'm playing it at just under 6,000 yards today. It's like 5,980 or something like that. Just because I was going to play the blues today, but then, you know, I'm going to be battling the elements today. As you can see, lots of clouds in the sky and threatening rain. So, I mean, hopefully we get some of that blue sky that you might be able to see a little bit of through the trees right over there. But we don't know. So, because I'm going to be possibly switching cameras out and stuff like that, like, you know what? No, I don't want to be playing it long and dealing with all the mechanical stuff and whatnot and just battling the rain at the same time. So I'm going to play it a little short today. But, so this hole from where I will be playing it, starting off with a par 5. This course starts and finishes with a par 5. So 490 yards is what I'm going to be playing at from right up there. I'm going to have to hit a little bit of a cut driver if I decide to play driver around those trees that you can see right in front of us there. Or I might just play some kind of iron just straight out and just play it as a 3-shot hole. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really cutting driver right now. I'm more hooking it if anything, and that would be a bad proposition. Or driving it straight through the fairway from that angle over there, which would not be good. So, I don't know. I'll get down there and take a look at what the view looks like from the actual tee box and make a decision. But, yeah, it should be a fun day. So if the audio and the visual, and the video, I guess, visual, if the quality changes today, it's probably because I had to switch out to my old camera that's waterproof. This camera is not waterproof, but it's superior video, so I'm going to use this one as much as I can. But, yeah, if there's a little bit of augment in the quality in this video, I apologize in advance for that, but it's just to save my gear there, because I don't want to go buy another $900 camera. It's not waterproof. All right, so let's get down there and give it a rip and see what we can do. Alright, ladies and gents, here we are on the second hole. Kind of a rocky start, huh? Bogey on a par 6 right off the bat, darn it. But yeah, didn't give myself all that great of a position off the tee. Did not hit the fade that I was looking for with the driver. I was like, let me give it a shot, just leave it out. Nope, left. So that's okay, whatever. And this one, you got to do it again. It's another, yeah, 358 yard par 4, dogleg right. So shoot, I think I'm gonna take it right over the tree line to the right there and just hit the draw that I'm hitting, draw back into the fairway, whatever. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do. Give myself a little less than 100 to get on this green. See if we can't recover from starting off with that bogey right off the bat. Let's give it a rip, see what we can do. This is why they call it the river course. Yeah, buddy. It's actually kind of a pretty drive up to this third hole here. Oh, got a bit of a turnaround. The river. Through the trees. You can't really see it on camera, can you? You can see it all too well. Ladies and gents, so here we are on the third hole. Little par 3, the number 1 handicap on this course. 165 is what I got on the card, and yep, looks like it's playing pretty true to the card on the GPS, so that's nice. Take a couple of shots here. There we go, nice. So yeah, not a whole lot to worry about from this here tee box. If you're playing from the blues way back there, it turns into a 208 yard par 3. With the river, obviously, we just passed it off to the right. And yeah, not a whole lot to worry about on the left, missing unless you really snap hook one and get all the way over there into those trees. So yeah, I think the play here is feeling like a 9-iron. Yep. Just gonna try to scoop it up there, send it up there nice and neat. Maybe land it in front and try to throw it up on that green. Get it to roll out. Let's give it a whack, see what we can do. right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the fourth hole. Finally, a hole that turns to the left. Oh, you gotta love that, especially for my draw. But anyway, 363 yards, playing 358 on my GPS, so almost pretty true to card. Yeah, lots of bunkers to deal with. You got a bunker out on the right side and then another one on the left, so really you want to make sure you miss those, hit something clean. And then 4 more bunkers up next to the green, all off to the right of the green. So yeah, I mean, I think a draw is the perfect shape to hit this shot. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab that big old D stick, just pump it out there towards that tree line right in front of us right here, and try to put a little draw ski on it, bring it back into the fairway. Let's give it a rip, see what we can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the 5th hole. So, finally, off the bogey train. That's nice. Let's see if we can keep it that way. We got us a par 5 here, so a good chance. But it's kind of a strategic par 5 here. So there's a river, or probably part of the river, that goes right through the middle of the hole. 265 yards to carry it. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Pretty easily there, but you know, if I screw up the drive or something like that, then you could be in those trees left or right, and you really got a short field goal to keep it in the middle. So I'm not going to do that. You know, it's just not smart. There's too much risk there. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take a 7-iron, and I'm going to poke it out there. Try to play maybe 7-iron, then another 7-iron, and then you know, kind of a wedge in, make it a 3-piece hole. So let's give it a rip and see what we can do. Let's see if that's the right strategy. Of course, I'm not going to come back and play it again with a driver, but I mean, I guess we'll find out when we get up there if it opens up a bit past that. So if you really just nuke one, then, you know, if it opens up left and right. But yeah, I guess we'll see when we get up there. Let's give it a rip and check it out. ladies and gents, here we are on the 6th hole. How about that, huh? Another par. Back to back. That was a great strategy on the last hole, or at least it played out well for me. So I'll tell you what I did. I hit 7-iron about 210, and that was right about to the edge of the fairway like you saw. Before you entered that little river stream in the middle of the fairway. And then I hit 4-iron from there since I had kind of a clear shot. Pulled that a little bit to the left, but ended up in a really good position anyway to attack the green. Took 64 at the green. Obviously flew that just a tad bit long to putt it in. So not too shabby. Maybe I should endorse that strategy a little more today. I hear this is more of a target golf kind of course anyway. So yeah. So this hole here, this 6th hole, 304 yards I got on the GPS to get up on this green, sort of a dog leg left, but there's like water all the way up the left side of the fairway to get there, so ill-advised to try to get there in one. I mean, you really better know exactly where you need to put it and then put it there if you're going to hit that big old D-stick and try to hold that green. Losing proposition, I'll tell you. So, you know, it's only 186 to clear this this lake in front of me, just surrounded by greenery. Kind of a blind tee shot. I'm guessing that little white, black and white pole out in the middle there. Don't know if you can see that. I'll probably zoom in on that though. Yeah, right there, where those carts kind of just passed. They're just to the right of it now. I'm guessing that's kind of the aiming position for the biggest part of the fairway. So that's probably what I'll aim for, and then put a little draw on it since I know it goes to the left this hole. Yeah, look at that. That guy like hit the stick. That was a hell of a shot. But anyway, that's probably the strategy here. Put it out there again, about 210. That's 7-iron. And then have myself around 100 yards left to get on this green. So let's give it a rip and see what we can do. Not a whole lot of room on this fairway, or this fairway, wow. Tee box here for me to set up L camera, so might be kind of a close shot for the tee shot, but yeah, hopefully I can get myself all in frame. I don't really know when it's this close. All right, let's give it a rip, see what we can do. All right, ladies and gents, here we are on the 7th hole. So, another par 3, and actually, we're gonna have another par 3 on number 9. It's a 3-4-3 configuration for these last 3 holes of this front 9. So this hole, I think this is like one of their signature holes. Plays right over the river. Pretty neato, a little field goal with the trees here. Yeah, pretty neato. So from these tees up here today, it's playing about 150, which is about 13 yards short of the card. So yeah, I think I'm just going to float a pitching wedge up there. I was attacking pretty good with that on the driving range, so let's see if that holds true. Try not to miss right. That's the death bunker, it looks like. But that bunker on the left actually doesn't really look all that bad if I happen to miss that badly to the left. So I'm going to err on the side of missing left, if anything. Yeah, so I probably don't even want to hit it 150, honestly. Probably more like 140 would be the number. 150 is what it is to the center of the green. About 10 yards shy of that, about 140, yeah, to the front of the green. So if I could just get it there and roll it on up, it should be a pretty good shot. Playing pretty level though, so I think it's going to play the number. So let's give it a whack and see what we can do. Give you a little side angle here. How's that? Yeah. Tee box is kind of weirdly set. There it is. All right, cool. Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back. Here we are in the 8th hole. So, last par 4 for this front 9 here. 381 yard dogleg right. So some bunker trouble on the right, one solitary bunker over there on the left. Kind of a narrow fairway, honestly. God, I should not take driver here, but I'm going to. I'm going to do it. Let's find out what happens. And the wind is howling right in our face. I highly doubt that my little dead cat on top of this camera here is actually going to cover that wind. But we'll see. It might. You never know. This camera's pretty decent. So yeah, I'm just going to pump one out there, try to keep it to the left of those bunkers on the right. It's really the only place I really don't want to be. And yeah, put it somewhere nice and neat out in the fairway, give myself about $1 in. $1 to $1.50. So yeah. Well, since I'm hitting driver, it'll probably be a little under 100 if I hit it clean. But nevertheless, let's give it a shot. See what happens. Alright, ladies and gents, here we are back on the 9th hole and the final hole for this first part of this two-part series out at, well, Keystone. It doesn't ring right. That's just not a good sentence structure for that. Out on the river course at Keystone. the Keystone River Course at Keystone Resort in Keystone, Colorado. Throw us a like and subscribe if you feel, and if not, hey, you know what? Thanks for showing up and watching another episode of Midgard Golf anyway. Hope you enjoyed the content. Stay tuned for part 2, the back 9 out here on this beautiful course. So this last hole, par 3, 197 yards straight downhill, but it's got so much slope downhill that I lasered it, and it's only showing me about 150 yards to that pin that's right up front. So yeah, I mean, that's should be a pitching wedge, but the wind is pushing right to left. Not good news for me. Not good news for me staying out of that bunker. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just like aim way right and then try to kind of barely draw it in, let the wind do the rest of the work. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to try to stay out of that bunker on the left side at all costs. So, yep, that would be evil. I would rather be in that grass like pit down there, chip up from there, than be in that bunker. That looks like it sucks. But the sand out here really isn't all that bad to get out of, so there's that too. So anyway, let's grab out this little pitch and wedge and see if the laser reads true for that distance, if I hit it clean. Let's check it out.